Well, would you look at that? Appears that I am live? What? I know, bit of a weird time. It's 9:30 in the night, so it's a bit more fun time than anything. But yeah, I am indeed live, and yeah, welcome back to the Milton Islands. As you can see, there's been a substantial change now. The main four islands are finished, and I have almost completed the western mainland as well now. I am very close to getting it done. I only need the signals and the turnaround locations for the trains at the edge of the map. But yeah, this is the this is something. I've been working on signals in here, and is this a auto block? Is this a block signal? I think this is the block signal. Yeah, this is a block signal. Okay. So I'm gonna be placing the block signals every 1.5 mile. And the best way to calculate that, because the train uses feet, and calculating from feet into miles is a mental disability. I'm gonna be using kilometers for it, and it comes out to roughly 2.4 kilometers per 1.5 miles. So it's much easier to do that way. So yeah, 2.4, 500. Wait, that is 500, right? Yes. Okay, I'm not blind yet. Good. 800. 1400. 1700. 2000, and now just 400 meters over here. Okay. Oh, I see. Thin ladder. Okay. Hello, Mickey. Welcome on the stream. I have no idea if this is the correct signal to use or not. I'm just going on from pure guessing. But yeah. Okay, so I need 2.4 kilometers again. So let's do 500, 1000. 1300. 1600. 1900. Extend this all the way to like here. It's 1400. 1700. 2000. And now just 400 more meters. Which literally just comes out to the edge of the map. Okay. That's fun. That's also good. It makes my life easier for the future. Okay, and now I need to do it on this side as well. Relatively should be simpler, at least. So 300. 1000. 1200. 1500. Oh wow. 1700. 21. 23. 24. Roughly. I still need to do some bit more work with the tracks here anyways. But this main line here is not gonna be player drivable. So I'm not putting that much work into it. 600. 800. Let's do 200, so it's 1000. 14. 18. 2. 2, 3. 2, 4. Hello, Wasted Trees, welcome. Okay, and the next one would just be outside of this zone, essentially. I have no idea how searchlight signals are supposed to actually work, but as far as I'm considered, they should not be turned on right now. Let's, I have no idea. But yeah. Oh my god, like, hey. Hey, indeed. Hey, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna keep that. What the fuck game? Okay. So that's gonna be that. Pretty much done. And now what I need to do here is, yeah, 2.7 should be good. I need to bring this down. No, it's too low. Not a fan. Let's do 275. That's gonna be better. Because I want to expose the ballast a bit more. Need to paint the trees over here still slightly as well. Kind of neglected this one area of the main line. But that's okay, it's a quick fix. I'll just run with the tree brush through here. And it's more annoying problem though. I mean, despite the fact that the player is not going to be driving here, I still want it to look somewhat presentable and nice, you know? Bam. Just like that. That's this side of the line. And I need to do the other way as well. Especially this way. Because I know there is a bit more terrain problems in this direction from when I was making the massive hills in the area. Also, it would be greatly appreciated for the game to stop lagging constantly. But oh well, it's just a side effect of doing a lot of stuff like this. I'm not sure which corner it was anymore that was kind of covered with the ground. I believe it was a left turn somewhere. Yeah, this here. There we go, it's much better now. And around the corner. And that's the end. Okay. And then bring the tracks all the way to the edge here. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit more annoying to do that part, but yeah. So, how's it going, Mr. Trainz? Feeling a bit better mood. Nice. What about you? By the way, I will probably stream tomorrow, same time as today's. Okay. I've completely missed your stream today. I expected to get a notification, but I've never gotten it, but so yeah. But yeah, the problem with this island is that it's so far north that you can kind of see the ledge here, right? And this protrudes into this area. Okay. Also, don't mind the fact that some of the trees are placed outside of the map. I don't know how the fuck Trainz did that, but it did. And now I'm kind of just living with the consequences of, I guess, my own actions. We're looking very pretty with the trees and water. Nice. Makes me want to go boating. Very summery. That's good. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna get the scrapbook data. I'm gonna get the trees. None, none, override, none, none. Okay. I'm gonna paint the forest here. Yeah, up here as well slightly. Okay. Alright, that works. Yeah, one thing I need to see from here is specifically this place. How this looks. Okay. If you want to delete them, you could use a scrapbook brush with no assets in it and paint over them. Yeah, I know. I have one like that. Alright, well, many. But, you know, sometimes it's better to move them into correct position. Sometimes it's better to just delete them. Because with the scrapbook, you always risk the fact of going a little bit too far in with it and deleting more than you would like to delete. And so if you just, delete it one by one, you have better control over what you're actually deleting, in my opinion at least. So it's not worth it for me to just switch over to a different library or scrapbook, sorry. But okay, that's relatively simple. So the player will be locked to pretty much just this track as the very furthest reaches that they will be able to go to. And everything beyond is going to be AI only. And so I need to build it that way. Which means I'll need to be very careful about the terrain. There's a hill here. Yeah. Right, because this edge is very visible from here, from up here, right? And the problem with that is that I need to put a fiddle yard on the end of the baseboard, right? End of the map. There's two ways I could do this, right? I can just plop it here and then use this space to, turn around my trains and stuff. It's relatively hidden behind the hill, so I could just float the tracks over, but that's like something I'm not exactly keen on doing a lot of. So what I am going to do instead is something very simple. I'm still gonna float them over. Yeah, okay. Let's cut that there. And that is our incoming tracks, like that. So regarding the fiddle yard at the edge of the map, I will have what I want to do is make sure that the trains can pretty much get out of here at already high speeds. So I'm going to work around with the space that I am going to provide myself here. Let's just say 4 baseboards like that. Yeah, that will work. It's hidden, you cannot really see it. So you'll have incoming trains and outgoing trains spiraling around, and then you're just gonna have a fiddle yard in the middle, in the center, where you can prepare your trains for entrance and exit from areas. So another one's gonna be here, that, and the next one I'm gonna place when this part of the mainland and mainline is done. Once again, it pretty much works out that it's gonna be here basically. So yeah, let's make this a thing. Right, one in, one out. I'm gonna do a 4 space again. So yeah. Getting to see how this will work is going to be useful for my road too, as a portal alternative. Yeah, pretty much. I have a setup in mind, and that's basically what I want to replicate, and yes, I can just, focus on that now. I'm going to move the signals that I have in the ground here. Come on. 1, 2. I'll name them or number them when I have the other main line done as well, so that I can get some relatively consistent naming for them all and figure it all out. But okay, this is going to be the entrance exit signals. It's important to keep in mind what's going to be the entrance, what's going to be the exit. So the speed on this side is 60 miles an hour. I believe on the other side as well it's 60. It should be. Where's the fucking... Yeah, 60. Okay. So both ends is 60 miles per hour. Now, of course, a major question is how long do I want the actual trains to be? I guess the layout is pretty obvious, but operating might be very interesting. Yeah, that too. I mean, I do have an idea for randomizing the entry and exit of trains. And then if you just like copy and paste that on all of these fiddly yards, it will work quite nicely. But yeah. Also, the general flow of traffic can be easily controlled. I'm taking more inspiration from another train game called EEP that already does what I am about to do here. Right, I'm going to extend this as well. I'm gonna make it 3 actually. I think that's gonna be better. It will allow me to put longer trains in. Right. But my general idea is I'm going to spiral the main line inwards, like, I don't know, twice or 3 times, or something like that. Just enough for the train to like get a realistic slowdown and a realistic speed up. In the middle, there's going to be a yard, and it's going to be U-shaped. That way I can... Pardon me. That way I can have a easier time deciding where I actually want the tracks to go and how. Still want to keep relatively smooth turns because, well, it's high speeds and who knows, the physics may change in the future and stuff like that. So basically future proofing already. Another thing I need to account for is traffic going in the wrong directions. So place down junctions like this to allow for the trains going on the wrong tracks to set themselves to the correct tracks through here. Now the fiddly yard is going to be done in basically a one-way passion, right? So I'm always gonna be having direction marker heading that way from here. So let's do this and let's do this. Right, this is effectively going to block the trains automatically from going the wrong way. Hopefully. So let's sort this out. I'm gonna put the main line of the edge here. Oh, Jesus. I lost which one I was on. Okay, the third line from the edge. Let's stop it there. Now, what I'm gonna do is relatively simple. I have enough space for this, so I'm gonna have the incoming trains loop 4 times. And I'm gonna also get the outbound trains to loop 4 times so they get up to speed. You fucking bastard, why did you add a baseboard there? Be gone. Now I'll need a relatively smooth turn, so let's do this here. Roughly, yeah. The signals here are going to be a bit closer as well, probably. Because I think it will end up being that way. So, bit weird design what I'm doing right now, I am aware. Because you might be looking at this thinking like, well, very obviously what I'm doing here is that, you know, this track will run its outside loop. This one will run there. This one will run there. And this one will run there. But now I have all of these being the incoming trains, right? Yes, that is correct. And I'll get to this. I'll get to the explanation in a moment. Okay, there is the exit track over there. Physics might change, especially when I add my new black hole acid over here in the corner. Seriously, how will physics change? I don't know. They might change, as I'm saying. Who knows if they actually will or not. But you know, it's better to be prepared. At the same time, I don't know what session rules I'm going to use. If I'm going to somehow force a realistic derailment on turns, you know, I could absolutely do something like that. I know my rules, I know my assets. I can absolutely make it so that if it's going to be sharp enough, you will derail. Alright, so now we have a looping inbound traffic. Very nicely done. Very nice little spiral. Actually, I'm stupid. I need to get this one connected as well. Okay. And now, here comes the yard itself, where trains will park up. I'm gonna plop it down here, along this line. What do you guys think? How big should the yard be? I have a lot of space to work with in here. How many tracks? 6 tracks, maybe 10 tracks? I think 10 tracks is like a really good number to use for this. So I am gonna do that. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. Let's do 10 on this side. Alright, slightly uneven, but that's okay. It's not the best yard ladder that I've ever built, but it's more than sufficient for what I'm gonna need it for. So, you know. Oh, yeah, okay. There we go. No opinion because I don't know how it will operate. And the main thing about this entire thing is that it's not really about how it will operate, it's more about how many different trains do I want to use on the network. You know, if anything, that is the more important question. So, enter yard.exe. Now I'm going to get the midsection done. Mm-hmm. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's not exactly centered. Yeah. 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Good. So let's connect this up. The reason why I have elevated the other yard is relatively simple. It's going to make trains from this direction easier to slow down and stop at the red signal at the end of the yard, or maybe even midway down the yard, right? I can easily split the yard into multiple segments to hold more trains if I need to. Michael, like, sorry, had to eat. No problem. Welcome back. I'm going to smooth out the uphill, don't worry. So what is the percentage on that? 3.3. Okay, I don't want the 3%. I'm going to set it to -1 from this direction. Because 1% gradient is something that's not really going to be an issue. Especially not if it's actually gonna be less than 1% on this end. Right? So I'm not worried about the train stalling. Right? This is flat. This one is also flat. The gradient is only over here. As it stands right now, it's 0.28, 0.87, and 0.82. Well, it depends on the track as well, obviously. The inside tracks are the steepest, but they don't go beyond 1%. So, it's very easy why I've done that.